Hello friends, welcome to the video tutorial number 34 for HTML and CSS. And in this video we're going to talk about two elements of the user form, our first two elements, and these are a text input and a password input field. Um, as we saw in the introduction, or maybe you didn't saw in the introduction, so you just need to put the form or specify in your document that here inside of the body we're going to have a form. So we have the opening tag and the closing tag, and inside of the opening and closing tag we're going to put all the elements. So here on the opening tag we're going to put action equals, and we're just going to put the double quotes. We haven't seen any programming language like PHP or JavaScript or any other that we can do scripting to actually do some things with the information that we're going to collect through these inputs. So for now, we're gonna just leave it in blank. And then, I just create here a label that says username, and I put a break so that as this is an inline element, I want to go to the next line. So that's why I need to put this break. And to put an input, it's pretty simple. As you can see, you just need to put input as if it were an opening tag. There is no closing tag for the input. And so after the input, you just put type. And in this case, we're gonna equal this to text. Don't forget to put your double quotes here. So we're telling the document this is gonna be an input. The type is gonna be a text. And then we assigned a name to it so that we can actually do some things with it when we actually start programming. And then I put a couple of breaks to give a little bit of more room. And then this is pretty much the same thing. I'm just creating a password, or I'm asking for a password to the user, and again I'm putting just an input, but this time the type is going to be a password. And we're going to see the difference in a moment. And again, we just assign a path to be able to actually work with it. And so let's go and run this, launch in Chrome. So there it is, the two tags, the username and password, and the two fields. So for the field of the username, my name is Rafael, so there it is. And the password, you're gonna see what it's gonna do when I type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the difference. You are not going to be able, or nobody else is gonna be able to look at what you are typing. It is black dots, or I'm not sure if they are asterisk. No, looks like just dots. So that's pretty much the only security that you are going to get with the password field. It's not pretty secure. It doesn't add any security when you are actually sending this information through the internet to any server that it's going to do something with it and then return information to you. So please just keep that in mind. It's just that if somebody else is close to you or behind you and they are, I don't know, the eyes are glancing over your shoulders, trying to look at what you are typing as your password, so they cannot actually see what you are typing. But beyond that, there is no virtual security. So I'm going to see just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 attributes more. We're going to amplify that on the text field. You can actually use it also on the password. But for example, here on the text, we can assign a value, a default value. And in this case, for example, I'm going to set it to user, just like that. Save this, refresh, and as you can see, it already shows user. Then I'll have to delete it and type my name. Another thing that I could do is, for example, I can set this as read only. I guess this is gonna make more sense. For example, once I send the form or the information that I collect in the form, I send it to the server, and then the servers do something and return another page to me. I want to still display this information, but I don't want the user to modify it anymore. So I'm gonna reload it, and as you can see now, I cannot change it. I'm trying to type here or delete it, but I cannot do anything. Again, well, it's just a read-only. Or the other thing I can do is I could set this as disabled. We'll save this, reload, and as you can see, it shows like grayed out, so I cannot, again, I cannot delete it. I'm going to erase this, and the last two things are, for example, the size. The size is pretty much how many characters you want to display. So I think the default is 20. Let's make this 50, and we should be able to compare with the size of the password field. So there it is. You can see it's much longer. We can fit 50 characters on the screen on the text input. And the other thing is that we might want to limit the amount of characters that the user can enter. So we're going to use the max length. And we're going to set this equals to, I don't know, 20. Let's save this. So the size is still the same, it's 50 characters, but I'm not being able to type more than 20 characters. That's pretty much it. I guess basically we can see it different, or you are not going to see this attribute, this size attribute. I think many times it's just like that's left for default, and but the max length is actually there. So sometimes you want to use a I don't know, a pretty long name, but it's not going to let you. Right there is stop, so you cannot write anymore. And well, that's pretty much it. The attributes that I want to see and get a little bit more in depth with the text and the password input fields. So now we can see how to assign default value, how to set this as a read-only or disable it, and how to assign the size of the characters that are going to be displayed and the maximum length of characters that we want to allow the user to type in. So well, that's pretty much it for this tutorial about the first two elements of the user forms. So we still have a long way to go as always. So thanks all of you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you on the next one.